Okay, for this one, we're going to do just sort of a intro sort of version for the Wim Hof method breathing. That's the Iceman, the guy who's running through doing marathons in just a pair of shorts through like the Arctic or Antarctic and climbing mountains and doing all that cool stuff. I'll leave it up to you whether or not you want to do the research and figure out how to do the actual cold training. Definitely not something we're going to be able to do here with this. But the breathing, I think, is very helpful and can be very useful in a lot of different ways. So we're going to just kind of practice a little bit of that here. A little bit of a caveat here where it's going to be careful because if you're not used to deep breathing and really oxygenating and stuff like that, a couple things might be a little uncomfortable at first, and you want to give yourself a few minutes before you do anything that would require sort of balance or anything else like that, especially the first couple of times you're not used to it. Um, just a vague, not vague disclaimer, but a little bit of disclaimer that, might be some things might be a little uncomfortable. And again, especially if you're not used to it, might be a little bit of dizziness or other little things. I think one disclaimer, just need to be careful for a fainting possibility or anything else like that. I've never had that, and even though I've been doing meditation and Tai Chi for a long time now, lungs are probably the more compromised part of my body in a lot of different ways. Uh, so I think this probably helps. Some of the longer holding breath things I can't really do as much. There might be some diminished capacity and some other things that have happened, but I think it's still beneficial. It helps with relaxation, helps oxygenating the blood, helps with the immune system, helps clearing out some thought and making some focus. So it's got a lot of benefits with it as well, especially with consistent practice. So we're still going to do the belly breathing practice. So the 2 inches below the navel and into the body is what we want to use. So we really want to get the diaphragm to fill and really fill up the lungs as much as we can with a lot of good air. So a lot of deep breathing. So it'll be a deep breathing pattern of 30 breaths. Then there will be, on the exhale of the 30th breath, we'll just exhale completely. Breathe in as much as we can, exhale as totally as we can. We'll hold it for a minute. And we're going to do 3 rounds of this. And in subsequent rounds, I am not going to do the upping the time. In the one basic video that I've seen, it's the first one's a minute hold, then it's 90 seconds, and he holds, and then he'll talk about you can hold it for longer and longer. I'm not going to do that. It's just going to be the first hold. Is this going to be a minute for all 3 rounds? Then after the full that minute is over, we're going to inhale as full as we can and hold that for 15 seconds. I think in other ones he's done like 10 and then 15 or then 20 or something like that. I'm just going to try to learn, or not learn. I'm going to try and just do the 15. Um, so if I have to pause or any interruptions or something like that, I apologize. I'm trying to make sure everything's cool and groovy with pages and people having to go about and do their work and business as well. But I wanted to make sure I got this banked while I could. Okay, so I was about to ask if there are any questions, and it's almost fairly mute. So we're just going to start here. We're going to start relaxing. So sit up straight. Try to keep your shoulders over your hips and kind of your head up and pulled in. Tongue behind the teeth, roof of the mouth for right now. Again, we're just going to go from the top of the head and just kind of relax down. Do that sort of Bruce Kumar Francis talking about the Lao Tzu meditation of the 4 conditions to release. If you're holding on to anything with strength, or if you feel pressure or tension, or something just doesn't feel right, just let it go. Don't worry about finding the reasons why or tracking it back, just release. We go through the face and the back of the head, just real quick, relax, down the neck, front and back, down the traps, through the shoulders, down the arms, down the forearms, through the wrists and the hands and fingers. Come down the chest and abs and obliques. Come down the back, upper back, through down the lower, through the hips and glutes, down the legs, through the knees, out the calves and shins, past the ankles, feet and toes. All right, I'm making sure I got my timer all set up here for things as well. So we're going to start the breathing here. Breathe in, out. Deep breath in, let it out. In, out. In, out. Breathe in, and out. Breathe in, out. In, out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. That's halfway. Breathe in, out. 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 In, and release. Breathe in, and out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. 5 more. In, out, in, out. Breathe in, out, in, out. This will be the last one, so breathe in nice and big. And let it all out. I'm going to hold for a minute. And release. Breathe in, nice and big. And let go. Very good. All right, that's round 1. We're going to do round 2 here. And breathe in. And out. In. Out. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. And in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. And in. Out. Good. In. Out. And in. And out. And in. Out. In. Out. In. Good, that's halfway. Breathe in and out. And in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. And out. In. And out. Almost done. In. Out. And breathe in. And out. And breathe in. Out. Inhale. Out. Breathe in. Out. Good. Counting down 5 more. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. Breathe in. Out. 2 more. Breathe in. Out. Good. Last one. So big breathe in. And let it all out. Start the hold. Good. And breathe in nice and big. Hold. Good. Let it out. All right, last round, round 3. Inhale. Out. Inhale. Out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. You're doing great. Keep going. Breathe in. Out. In. And out. In. And out. And in. And out. And in. And in. And out. Good. Keep going. In. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. Good. That's halfway. In. And out. And 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 in. And out. Breathe in. Now, good. Counting down from 5. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in. Nice and big. Last one. Push it all out. Hold. And breathe in, nice and big. Hold. Good. And we're done with that. So, maybe stay seated for a minute or two. Kind of get back into your normal breathing and maybe even breathe a little bit deeper. Again, be careful first couple times you did it, or maybe there's some lung issues before you do anything that requires sort of balance or anything along those lines. There are times when I'm holding that long hold with the expelled air, sometimes I try and push a little bit more, push a little bit more, push a little bit more to try and get some of the stuff out. If you watch this again, I didn't make it clear in the beginning. But if I did this, that meant halfway. This was about 15 seconds left, and I tried to, the hand stuff was kind of giving you a little time thing. As I was doing this with you. So I guess I could have just called it out and not done it with it, but that seemed disingenuous somehow with me. So, all right, I hope you liked it. Hope it helps. Again, if you want to do the cold stuff, that is on your own. And again, as always, research the disclaimers. And if there are any other health issues and stuff to be careful of and everything. Again, this stuff is supposed to help boost the immune system. It is supposed to help boost, the way your lungs and heart and blood work, blood pressure and all that good stuff, help regulating a lot in the body as well as in the mind. And build in a little bit of toughness and, really get a lot of oxygen into the body and help things function very well, both the breathing and the cold sort of exposure thing to it. So, signing off again. Hope everything's going well, and good luck.